10 best places to visit in the UK, iconic landmarks, hidden stories, and why they're so special. The United Kingdom, a land where every corner tells a story, where ancient legends echo through castle walls and cobblestone streets whisper tales of kings, poets, and dreamers. From royal palaces shimmering under golden sunlight to wild mountain lakes hidden in the misty valleys of the north. From the futuristic skyline of London, alive with glass and steel, to ancient stone circles that have stood untouched for thousands of years. This island is more than a destination. It's an experience, a living museum of time, tradition, and transformation. Every landscape here feels like a chapter from a timeless book, the kind you never want to end. Because when it comes to exploring the UK, the choices are endless, and every choice tells a different story. So in today's video, we're counting down the 10 best places to visit in the United Kingdom, a journey that will change how you see Britain forever. Whether you're planning your first UK holiday, building your travel bucket list, or simply daydreaming about your next adventure, this list will be your passport to the most iconic, breathtaking, and unforgettable UK travel destinations, from the heart of London to the edge of the Irish Sea. So sit back, relax, and let's begin our journey across a nation where history meets beauty, and every step feels like stepping into another world. Before we dive in, subscribe for more updates and like this video now. At number 1 is Stonehenge. We begin where time itself feels like it stopped. A place older than the pyramids, older than the written word. Stonehenge on the vast and windswept plains of Wiltshire, England. For over 5,000 years, these colossal stones have stood in silence, watching the world change. Empires rise and fall, kings come and go, and yet they remain unshaken. Each stone weighs up to 25 tons, some hauled from quarries nearly 150 miles away. And all of this was done by people without wheels, cranes, or metal tools. That alone makes Stonehenge one of the greatest engineering mysteries in human history. But the real enigma is why it was built. Was it a temple of the sun, perfectly aligned with the solstices, where ancient people gathered to mark the longest and shortest days of the year? Was it a ritual burial site where leaders and priests were laid to rest beneath sacred skies? Or perhaps a place of healing, drawing travelers from distant lands in search of the supernatural? No one knows for sure, and that's the magic of it. Standing before those stones, you don't just see history, you feel it. The air itself seems thicker, charged with mystery. The wind hums like an ancient language only the earth remembers. Every year, thousands gather here at dawn on the summer solstice to watch the first rays of sunlight pass perfectly through the heel-stone, just as it did 5 millennia ago. In that moment, you realize Stonehenge isn't just a ruin, it's a living clock, a cosmic monument, and a window into the mind of ancient humanity. Visiting Stonehenge isn't about checking off a tourist spot. It's about standing where civilization began to dream. It's not just a landmark. It's a bridge to the dawn of a human imagination. And from the silence of ancient stones, we rise to the roar of cannons and the call of kings, a fortress carved high above Scotland's capital city, the mighty Edinburgh Castle. At number 2 is the Edinburgh Castle. Perched high above the city of Edinburgh on an ancient volcanic rock stands one of the most dramatic fortresses in all of Europe, Edinburgh Castle. It's more than just a landmark. It's the heart of Scotland, carved from stone and history, overlooking a city that feels frozen in time. For nearly 1,000 years, this castle has guarded the skyline, its walls echoing with tales of kings, sieges, betrayals, and bravery. It's been a royal residence, a military stronghold, a prison, and even a national symbol of freedom. As you walk through the great gates and onto the cobblestone courtyard, you're stepping on ground that has seen wars that shaped nations. It was here that Mary, Queen of Scots, gave birth to her son, James VI of Scotland, who would later unite the thrones of England and Scotland. Scotland. The castle's crown room still houses the honors of Scotland, the oldest crown jewels in Britain, and the Stone of Destiny, used for centuries in the coronation of Scottish kings. Every corner tells a story. The 1 o'clock gun, fired daily since 1861. The haunting prisoners' vaults, where captured sailors from the American War of Independence were kept. And the Great Hall, with its timber beams and shining armor, still carrying the scent of centuries-old fires. Then there's the view. Step to the edge of the battlements, and you'll see the city unfold below. The Royal Mile, Arthur's Seat, and the distant glint of the North Sea. At sunset, when golden light touches the old stone walls, it feels less like a monument and more like a memory, as though time itself stands to salute. And if you visit in August, the castle becomes the stage for the Royal Edinburgh Military Tattoo, a global spectacle of music, drums, and fireworks that echo through the night. It's a sight that gives you goosebumps, a perfect blend of pride, passion, and power that captures the very soul of Scotland. So whether you're drawn by history, heritage, or just the thrill of standing where kings once ruled, Edinburgh Castle is a destination that defines the words UK travel bucket list. And from the echo of bagpipes and battle drums, we journey south to the beating heart of the British monarchy, a palace so iconic it's known across the world. Coming up in number 3 is Buckingham Palace. In the very heart of London stands the most famous royal residence in the world, Buckingham Palace. It's more than just a building. It's a symbol of British tradition, ceremony, and continuity. Every stone, every gate, every flag that waves above it tells a story of duty, dignity, and an unbroken line of monarchy that stretches back over 3 centuries. Originally built as a townhouse in 1703, it became a royal palace when Queen Victoria moved in during 1837. Since then, it has been the official home of every British monarch, a living, breathing chapter of history that's still being written today. Walk up the Mall, that grand avenue lined with Union Jack flags, and you'll hear the rhythm of drums long before you see them. Because every morning, something remarkable happens here, the changing of the guard. It's not just a routine ceremony. It's a moment where centuries of royal tradition meet precision, pride, and pageantry. The guards march in perfect sync, their boots striking the pavement like clockwork. Their scarlet uniforms blaze against the white palace walls. Their rifles gleam in the sunlight, and the brass band fills the air with stirring music that you can feel in your chest. It's a display of loyalty and discipline that reminds you, this isn't just about the past. It's about the living heartbeat of a nation that still honors its roots. Inside the palace, behind those iconic gates, are 775 rooms, including 78 bathrooms, 19 staterooms, and the throne room where royal audiences and ceremonies are held. During the summer, when the palace opens to the public, visitors can wander through the staterooms, seeing priceless works of art by Rembrandt, Rubens, and Canaletto. The gilded ceilings, the grand chandeliers, the scent of polished mahogany, everything whispers of elegance and history intertwined. And yet, despite its grandeur, there's something deeply human about Buckingham Palace. It's the balcony where the royal family waves after coronations and weddings. It's where moments that define a nation are shared with the world. Standing outside its gates, you don't just feel like a visitor. You feel like part of something bigger, something timeless. So whether you come for the changing of the guard, for the royal heritage, or simply to capture the iconic photo with the palace behind you, this is one of those experiences that define what it means to visit the United Kingdom. From the Royal Palace at the heart of London, we move just a few blocks away to a landmark that lets you see the entire capital from the sky. A modern marvel that has redefined London's skyline. At number 4 is the London Eye. Now, let's rise above the city. Literally, welcome to the London Eye, one of the most famous UK landmarks and a modern icon of the capital. Standing at 135 meters tall, it's the largest observation wheel in Europe and one of the top tourist attractions in London. When it first opened in the year 2000, no one expected it to become such a symbol of modern Britain. Yet today, over 3.5 million people ride the London Eye every year, making it one of the most visited UK travel destinations. As your capsule slowly ascends, the city begins to unfold beneath you like a living map. You'll see the Houses of Parliament, Big Ben, Buckingham Palace, St. Paul's Cathedral, and the winding silver ribbon of the River Thames, all from a bird's eye view. It's a moment that captures the heart of London sightseeing, where every landmark tells a story and every view feels cinematic. For travelers planning their UK holiday itinerary, the London Eye isn't just a ride, it's an experience. Each glass capsule holds up to 25 people, and the full rotation takes around 30 minutes. Just enough time to take in panoramic views of the entire city. Visit during the day, and London stretches endlessly into the horizon. Visit at night, and you'll see a glittering sea of lights, reflections in the Thames, and the heartbeat of the city glowing beneath you. It's the perfect spot for couples, families, or solo travelers who want to see London from above and capture that iconic skyline. Photo. Many even say the best time to ride is at sunset, when golden light fades to purple and the city begins to sparkle. And when you step off, you're right beside some of the best things to do in London, from the Sea Life London Aquarium to Jubilee Gardens and the South Bank Walkway, packed with cafes, street performers, and views that stretch for miles. Standing beneath it, gazing up at its massive structure of steel and glass, you can't help but feel small, and yet completely alive. The London Eye isn't just a wheel. It's a symbol of modern London, a reminder that this city never stops moving, never stops evolving, and always has another breathtaking view to show you. Now that we've seen London from the sky, it's time to journey back in time, to a fortress built on power, secrecy, and survival. a place that guarded kings, held prisoners, and still holds the crown jewels of Britain. At number 5 is the Tower of London. We step into one of the most powerful and haunting landmarks in the United Kingdom, the Tower of London. This isn't just another historic building. It's a 1,000-year-old storybook of power, betrayal, and survival. Built in 1078 AD by William the Conqueror, the tower has served as a royal palace, prison, treasury, and fortress. Its white stone walls have witnessed everything from royal coronations to executions that changed the course of English history. As you walk through its gates, every step echoes with the weight of legend. Here, queens and traitors once awaited their fate. Anne Boleyn, the doomed wife of Henry VIII, was beheaded just inside these walls. Sir Thomas More met his end here, choosing conscience over crown. And deep within the Bloody Tower, the mysterious disappearance of the princes in the tower still chills historians to this day. But beyond its dark past lies incredible beauty and tradition. The tower is home to the crown jewels of the United Kingdom, a dazzling collection of 23,000 gemstones, including the imperial state crown, worn by monarchs at coronations and state openings. Visitors can see them up close, shimmering under guarded glass, a physical symbol of monarchy that still inspires awe today. And then there are the ravens, the tower's legendary guardians. It's said that if they ever leave, the kingdom itself will fall. So the yeoman warders carefully protect them, and you can often spot the great black birds hopping along the cobblestones, eyeing tourists curiously. Every wall here feels alive with secrets. You can almost hear the clang of swords in the armory, the murmur of prisoners in the traitor's gate, and the whispers of ancient ghosts carried by the wind. Visiting the Tower of London is more than a historical stop. It's a journey through 1,000 years of British history. It stands as one of the most famous UK tourist attractions, a cornerstone of London sightseeing, and a must-see site for anyone building a UK travel bucket list. For anyone exploring top historical sites in England or planning a London holiday 2025, this fortress is a reminder of what power costs and what time never forgets. From the tower's cold stone and royal secrets, we cross the River Thames to one of the most photographed structures in the world, a bridge so iconic it defines the London skyline itself. Coming up in number 6. Tower Bridge. Stretching proudly across the River Thames, standing between history and modernity, is one of the most iconic landmarks in London. Tower Bridge. Often mistaken for its simpler neighbor, London Bridge, Tower Bridge is the one everyone remembers, the majestic symbol of the city that graces postcards, travel brochures, and every Welcome to London video. Built in 1894, this magnificent structure is both the work of art and a feat of Victorian engineering genius. At the time, London was the busiest port in the world, and engineers faced an impossible challenge: how to create a bridge strong enough to support traffic but flexible enough to let tall ships pass beneath it. Their solution? A bascule bridge, one that literally opens in the middle, lifting its two halves to the sky like the wings of a giant steel bird. Even today, more than 100 years later, the mechanism still works perfectly. Watching the bridge lift is mesmerizing. The sounds of the gears, the slow rise of the blue bascules, and the sight of ships gliding through, framed perfectly between the towers. It's one of those must-see moments in London that every traveler remembers. But there's more to Tower Bridge than meets the eye. Inside, you can explore the Tower Bridge exhibition, where you'll discover the original steam engines that once powered the bridge, and climb up into the high-level glass walkways, 42 meters above the Thames. Standing there, you can look straight down through the glass floor and watch the river and traffic move beneath your feet. It's thrilling, surreal, and unforgettable. A perfect London sightseeing experience for anyone visiting the city in 2025 and beyond. And as you walk across, take a moment to stop midway. Turn one way and you'll see the ancient walls of the Tower of London, standing as they have for nearly 1,000 years. Turn the other and you'll see the gleaming skyline of the Shard, City Hall, and Canary Wharf, proof that London's story is still being written. Tower Bridge isn't just a way to cross the river. It's a bridge between centuries, between power and progress, between the old world and the new. It's where the soul of historic England meets the heart of modern Britain. And now, from the clamor of the city to the calm of the countryside, we're leaving the roar of London behind and heading north to one of the most breathtaking natural landscapes in all of Britain. Welcome to the peace, poetry, and pure beauty. Coming up in number 7 is the Lake District. Now we leave the rhythm of London streets and enter a place where time slows down. A place that feels like a dream painted in shades of green and blue. Welcome to the Lake District, one of the most beautiful regions in the United Kingdom and a true UK travel bucket list destination. Located in the northwest of England, this region is a UNESCO World Heritage Site, and for good reason. It's where mountains kiss the clouds and lakes reflect the sky like mirrors of heaven. It's not just the landscape, it's poetry made visible. The Lake District National Park spans over 900 square miles, filled with glacial lakes, stone cottages, and rolling valleys that have inspired writers, painters, and dreamers for centuries. This is where the famous poet William Wordsworth wandered lonely as a cloud, where Beatrix Potter found the inspiration for her timeless tales, and where travelers today come to rediscover something we often lose in city life: peace. Here, nature speaks softly, but deeply. Walk along Lake Windermere, England's largest lake, and you'll hear the gentle lap of water against wooden docks. Climb Scafell Pike, England's highest mountain, and watch the sunrise bathe the peaks in gold. Visit Gracemere, a village so charming it feels like it was built for painters, and enjoy fresh bread, warm tea, and the scent of rain in the air. It's the kind of place where you don't just visit, you feel it. The silence isn't empty here, it's alive. Alive with birdsong, the whisper of the wind through pines, and the rhythm of your own heartbeat syncing with the world around you. For travelers searching best places to visit in England 2025 or looking to escape the chaos of city life, the Lake District is the perfect answer. It's the definition of UK nature travel, a landscape that reminds you that beauty doesn't need noise to be powerful. And whether you're hiking, boating, or simply sitting by the water watching the clouds drift by, you'll understand why this region remains one of the top tourist attractions in the UK. And from the stillness of the lakes to the shimmer of glass and steel, we return to London, where modern Britain touches the clouds. Prepare to see the city from a new perspective, at the top of its tallest and most breathtaking marvel, the Shard, the 8th on our list. Now we return to London, but this time we see it from above, far above. Rising 310 meters into the sky, the Shard is more than a skyscraper. It's a statement. A symbol of modern Britain, of ambition, innovation, and the relentless drive to reach new heights. Designed by the world-renowned architect Renzo Piano, the Shard was completed in 2012 and quickly became one of the most famous UK landmarks and a top tourist attraction in London. Its sleek, glass-covered body mirrors the clouds by day and reflects the stars by night, a living sculpture that changes with the sky. Inside its 95 floors lies an entire vertical city. Luxury apartments, offices, award-winning restaurants, and at the very top, the view from the Shard. This observation deck sits on the 72nd floor and offers a 360-degree view stretching for more than 40 miles on a clear day. From here, you can spot every icon of the capital: Tower Bridge, St. Paul's Cathedral, Canary Wharf, Wembley Stadium, and even the rolling hills that cradle the edges of London. Step onto the platform, and the city unfolds beneath you like a glowing circuit board of life. Red buses crawling like blood through its arteries, the Thames winding like silver through the heart of it all. It's breathtaking, humbling, and exhilarating all at once. Visit at sunset and you'll watch London transform. Daylight fading into a sea of gold, then into a constellation of city lights. It's one of the best things to do in London at night, especially for travelers building their UK holiday itinerary 2025. Couples call it the most romantic view in the city. Photographers call it a dream. Travelers simply call it unforgettable. The Shard is proof that the United Kingdom doesn't just protect its history, it builds its future. It stands tall beside its ancient neighbors, a reminder that progress and tradition can exist side by side, each enhancing the other. Whether you come for fine dining at Aquashard, a cocktail at a Blix bar, or just to stand and stare at the endless skyline, the Shard delivers one thing you'll never forget: perspective. And from the glass towers of modern London, we descend into the timeless halls where kings are crowned and legends sleep. Our next stop is the sacred heart of British history, the Westminster Abbey. Seats on number 9. Few places in the world hold as much history, reverence, and grandeur than the Westminster Abbey, the spiritual heartbeat of the United Kingdom and one of the most famous landmarks in London. Standing just steps from Big Ben and the Houses of Parliament, this masterpiece of Gothic architecture has witnessed more than 1,000 years of British history. It's here that every monarch since William the Conqueror has been crowned. It's here that kings and queens were married, honored, and laid to rest. And it's here that the nation gathers in moments of triumph and tragedy alike. Walk through its great doors and you're stepping into living history. The air feels heavier, not with sorrow, but with significance. Light streams through stained glass like liquid color, illuminating the faces of saints and scholars. The echo of footsteps on ancient floors seems to whisper, "You are standing where empires were born." Inside lie the tombs of 17 monarchs and over 3,000 of Britain's most remarkable figures, from scientists like Isaac Newton and Charles Darwin, to poets like Geoffrey Chaucer and Charles Dickens, and to statesmen and artists who shaped the modern world. Each name carved in marble is a chapter in the story of human progress. At the heart of the abbey rests the coronation chair, scarred with centuries of use, which still holds the Stone of Scone, brought from Scotland for royal coronations. It's not merely a seat, it's the throne of destiny, linking every British monarch for nearly 800 years. When King Charles III was crowned here, the world once again turned its gaze to Westminster Abbey, proof that this ancient place continues to unite past and present in a single moment of ceremony and awe. Outside, the bells ring over Parliament Square, their sound blending with the hum of modern London. It's a reminder that even in a city that never stops changing, some traditions remain eternal. Visiting Westminster Abbey isn't just sightseeing, it's stepping inside the soul of Britain. It's a place where faith, art, and history intertwine so beautifully that you leave not just informed, but inspired. And now for our final stop. We leave the man-made world behind and return to the raw, untamed power of nature. Across the sea in Northern Ireland lies a place born of fire, legend, and time itself, the Giant's Causeway, sitting on our number 10. Our journey ends where myth and geology meet, a place so strange, so awe-inspiring, that it feels like stepping onto another planet. Welcome to the Giant's Causeway, a UNESCO World Heritage Site and one of the most famous natural landmarks in the UK. Located on the rugged coast of County Antrim, Northern Ireland, this masterpiece wasn't built by human hands. It was forged by the earth itself, 60 million years ago, when ancient volcanic lava cooled and cracked into over 40,000 perfect basalt columns. But to locals, this isn't just geology, it's legend. They say a mighty giant named Finn McCool built this path across the sea to challenge his Scottish rival Benin Donner. And when you stand there, feeling the sea spray on your face, looking out across the ocean towards Scotland's distant cliffs, it's easy to believe the legend might just be true. Each stone beneath your feet fits together like a natural puzzle, hexagonal, smooth, and endless, stretching out from the cliffs like the remains of an ancient road. The sound of waves crashing against the rocks echoes like the heartbeat of the earth. It's both peaceful and powerful, ancient and eternal. The Giant's Causeway isn't just one of the top places to visit in the UK. It's a spiritual experience. It's where you realize how small we are compared to nature, and yet how deeply connected we've always been to it. Whether you come for the photos, the story, or the sheer wonder of the view, this is one of those places that stays with you long after you've left. As the sun sets over the Atlantic and the stones glow gold and orange, you understand why it's on every UK travel bucket list and why millions call it one of the best places to visit in Northern Ireland. And as the waves of the Atlantic fade behind us, we come full circle, from ancient stones to royal palaces, from mountain lakes to modern skyscrapers. This is the United Kingdom, a land where every corner tells a story. And there you have it, the 10 best places to visit in the UK, a journey through time, nature, and human brilliance. From the mystery of Stonehenge to the might of Edinburgh Castle, from the elegance of Buckingham Palace to the energy of the London Eye, from the dark stories of the Tower of London to the shining grace of Tower Bridge, from the calm beauty of the Lake District to the soaring vision of the Shard, from the sacred halls of Westminster Abbey to the raw wonder of the Giant's Causeway. Each destination is more than a location. It's a feeling, a memory waiting to happen. So tell me, which of these places would you visit first? Drop your answer in the comments below, and don't forget to hit like, subscribe, and turn on the bell icon so you never miss our next adventure across the United Kingdom and beyond. Because here on UK Immigration Express, we don't just travel, we explore stories. And every journey we take is another step closer to discovering the world within the world. Until next time, keep exploring, stay curious, and remember the world is full of wonders, but the story always begins with your next step.